Dynamos in the second match in the new CGU National Cricket League. That's on Sky Sports 3. 1-0 from 18 attempts, 8 on target. It really has been one-way traffic. Look at that, Wimbledon. 1 attempt, and it was off target. Surprisingly few corners, though, for Arsenal. Kerry Hughes and Ben Thatcher, the 2 players booked. Look at that, Andy. Gee, possession as well. And Arsenal are leading by 1-0, and strangely, just around about the same mark as we had at Stamford Bridge, and also Manchester United required at Old Trafford at the weekend.
Often the first goal is very much the hardest. I thought that Wimbledon would come and defend deep, and with numbers, they did exactly that for half an hour. And it's been as big a 1-0 battering in 45 minutes that you're likely to see. But they kept it at arm's length. I mean, it was shots from distance, 20, 25 yards. And you just wondered how Arsenal were going to cope. But they kept at it. Full marks for them. The tempo never dropped. If anything, it increased as the game went on. And it was just, we're sitting here, and it was a matter of time, Richard, before they'd given countless warnings before that.
Once again, Ray Parlour, the likely lad. It had been coming from that side, hadn't it? Or the suggestion was it was going to.
Well, Ray's had about 5 attempts at goal already today. This was one of the earlier ones. It was a fabulous move. They'd just gotten the ball back. Remember, the boy had got injured, Jason Ewell, and they'd given the ball back to them here, and they almost paid for it. Because it's a lovely move. That's Ray Parlour now picking up the ball, Richard. And just watch, he's just going to make a run in behind Kanu, and this is great vision for the big Nigerian. You think he's going out there. There's a little gap appearing here that Parlour's just going to stride into, and he just drops it off beautifully. Hits it well enough, across the goalkeeper, but Neil Sullivan did the important thing and held on to it.
Then came the goal. As the boy said in commentary, he's found his shooting boots in recent weeks.
Well, it helps. I always think when you need goals, you've got to get it from all over and at this level. And Ray's now got his 6th league goal of the season. And again, they don't help themselves because they give the ball away here. It's knocking it up there. But Arsenal by now, the confidence was growing. And look, even there, just look at the amount of players that Wimbledon have got in that little area there, Richard. They really made life difficult for Arsenal. And I said, perhaps tonight you might have to go round to get a goal. And that's what they've done. They've got one of the few times that they actually crossed the ball. Yeah, I think this is Parlour here, so just keep your eye on him. He makes a great run as well. But they're very patient. But look again, look at this. Look at Wimbledon. 8 players.
Have to be patient, don't they? Because once again,
you have to.
The futility of crossing too much in the air.
Exactly, but look at the space they're getting here. They've got all the space they want here. And suddenly Overmars does what he should do. As he gets to the byline, you see Parlour's going to drive in here. Clive's right, there might well have been a free kick just there. Kanu lent on Blackwell. That was a fabulous strike. See it here, just watch the front post area again as he fizzes it across. Is it a free kick just there? Might have been given, but that was a great finish from Parlour.
And only one outcome now?
I thought they'd win it comfortably. I really did, Rich, when I saw the Wimbledon team before the game started. Unless there's a major change in this game, there can only be certainly more chances for Arsenal. And depending on how Neil Sullivan plays, perhaps more goals. Points
is all they're required tonight, of course. Performance hasn't been too bad either, has it? Very enjoyable so far. The champions are in front by 1-0. If it stayed like that, there'd be a point behind Manchester United tonight. I think played a game more, mind you. But the win is what they want, and we've got the second half next.